Hello Guardians, my name is XCalion, and buckle in because today's video is going to be a bit on the longer side as we're actually going to go over Grand Master Nightfalls. Just kind of a general idea, but this one specifically is this week's The Disgraced, and it's you know, it's pretty hairy. You know, this is not the easiest of Grand Masters to do. It's a bit on the harder side, I think, just because of, you know, the way you have to do some of the stuff, but it's definitely doable. And again, this is just going to be like kind of a general idea for how you want to set up doing your Grandmaster Nightfalls. Because, you know, the game is better. You know, Destiny is a better game whenever you're able to use the stuff you want to use or that you like using. So I'm going to kind of give you the stuff that I used, the stuff that my clanmates used, and then in the end we can kind of just go over maybe some stuff that you can use, right? So this is the Disgraced, and while it has modifiers to increase the output of fire damage that the ads make, it also makes it to where every time just a regular fallen hive acolyte dies, it spawns a fire pool that does a lot of damage. And while all that's great, most of the damage output in this strike is going to be arc. So the first thing that we, you know, after attempting this a couple of times, the first big thing that we decided on was arc resistance mods. So if you have a arc chest piece, go ahead and set that up with some arc resistant mods. I think they only cost one a piece. They're rather cheap to use, and you'll save yourself a lot of effort in this strike by doing that. Because you could run resistance mods like sniper resistance or concussive dampener, and all that's great. But like you can see here, the dregs, their little auto rifles shoot arc. You know, the Vandal snipers, you could put on sniper resistance, but their snipers put out arc damage. I believe even the witches put out arc damage later on, and then the hive boomers, the big boomer cannons, they shoot arc volleys. So arc resistance, I think, is actually more key than anything else. So far as your loadout goes, so far as the characters, we went with 2 Warlocks and a Titan. And I think that for Grandmasters, I think that just in general, that Titans and Warlocks are kind of suited for this a little bit more. Just because they have, you know, their abilities. You know, Titans are just a little bit more tanky. Warlocks tend to, you know, have the better recovery and whatnot. And the supers, that's got a lot to do with it. And the reason we're running 2 Warlocks is because of the Bleak Watcher grenade ability, being able to convert your grenade into these guys right here, which keeps slowing everything down. You know, so being that we have 2 Warlocks both running this build, they are able to basically keep those grenade turrets out indefinitely, and that helps a lot. And for me, I'm running the Titan, and I'm doing that with the Middle Tree Void Sentinel with Ursa Furiosa, and what I'm able to do is I'm able to guard for my guys whenever they're getting attacked or pinned down, or I need to get a res, and we can continue to shoot through that shield while, you know, giving suppressive fire, and also just you know, being safe, you know, and that's what you want to do in Grandmasters. You want to just do whatever is the safest option. Hunters, you could probably run Tether. I would probably say Top Tree, Mobius Quiver, and then maybe Omnioculus for the double smokes. Because, you know, you throw a smoke in a corner, your team are over there, you can make everybody go invisible. If you get everybody with the smoke, then you have Omnioculus on, you automatically get your smoke back. So there's a few options, but this is what we chose to go with, was the 2 Bleak Watcher Warlocks and the Ursa Furiosa Titan. Weapons, again, entirely up to you. Just know that in this strike, and pay attention to your modifier whenever you go into the strike, this one's going to be Unstoppables, and it's going to be Barrier Champions. Now, there's no Unstoppables before, like, the end of the strike. It's mostly Barrier Champions, and I mean, like, a lot of them. But it's you know, I mean, the Unstoppables are a big deal later on, and of course you can, you know, use the Unstoppable Grenade Launcher. It costs 7 on your arms, but it's very, very handy. It works very well. Just remember that your Unstoppable countdown has it's got a timer on it, right? Like you've got like 4 seconds to get that shot off before you have to switch to your weapon again. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget and don't really pay attention to. So for me, I'll switch to my Anarchy or even my Empty Vessel here, and if there's an Unstoppable champion, I've got to get the shot off within like 4 seconds, I think. Right? So remember, do the same. And if you're using Wither Horde, another thing to remember is the actual Wither Horde round itself has to stick to the enemy, right? You can't just be a pull. A pull's not going to stun them.
She did.
So just a few things to remember and keep note of there. I personally ran Anarchy because it's still one of the best DPS options in the game. It's arc to take care of some of those arc shields, and it left me room to do a couple of other things. One, I'm using an anti-barrier scout, and I'm using my Adept Hung Jury. It's got Firefly with Bottomless Grief, so I've got a big magazine. It can clear out a few ads at once, and the best thing is I can put the Adept Big One spec on it, which takes care of majors and bosses. Really good, really underrated. I suggest you try it out. If you got an Adept Hung Jury, good for you. If not, a regular scout rifle or auto rifle with a barrier will work. It'll get the job done. This just makes my life a little bit easier. And for my special, I am running the Empty Vessel, which is a strike-specific grenade launcher. It's a solar, and this one's great. It's auto-loading holster with blinding grenades, and I think Danger Close or Danger Zone is the new perk. Basically, if you got a bunch of ads around you, it deals more damage and gets a little handling buff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll just be real. If you got a Truth Teller with blinding grenades, whatever, use the Truth Teller. You're not going to be much help with the shields. Just make sure somebody has some, something to cover your arc and your solar shields. There's no void shields in this at all. So just make sure you have your coverage there. But the blinding grenades really help. If you have the new grenade launcher, the ignition code, my buddy Blood was running that. It's very handy. He's got a great roll. It's Slide Shot Vorpal with blinding nades. That is, I can't begin to tell you how good that roll is. And the Slide Shot reloads whenever you slide, of course. Also gives you a little range and handling buff. The thing is the blinding grenades. Again, this is going to save you a lot, right? And if you're not running Grand Masters, I would suggest even going to your vault and not your vault, your collections, and picking up an old Flash and Thunder, because it's arc. It's got field prep, which means if you're crouched, you reload really quick and you have bigger ammo reserves. And the last thing it does is it's got blinding grenades. It's going to be capped at 1100, but it's still probably going to be a good option and worth it. We just don't have any other arc grenade launchers right now, so that's again kind of why I'm going with the Anarchy. But that's really it, guys. You can take those options, take that idea, and run with it the way you want. And I'm just going to say specifically, it's good to run the double warlocks with the Titan. I think that this ran really smooth. The blinding grenades, that's going to be one of your biggest assets. And don't take any unnecessary risks, right? Like, don't do anything. If you go down, that's bad. Just look at that Titan. He's down. It's bad. He can't help it. No. It's not his fault. Jeez, my warlocks are on him like white on rice, But that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for liking the videos and subscribing. Don't forget to like this one and subscribe. And I'm just going to let the video play out now for the remainder of the strike.
Oh, yes, heavy ammo. Hello. pain. It's always up. Well, they're dead. One's dead anyways. That one's dead too. Alright, good job, team. It's really not. Is it even real bathwater then, if that's the case? I think the champions have jumped in. Yeah, just popped her shield. Navoda. Get this last bitch back here. There we go. Less caffeine. Good God. Oh my God. Stuck both anarchy shots on him. Nice, there we go. That works too. In him's face, as you would say. Oh my God, yes! Don't worry about me, just worry about you. Just need you to wind back and punch me in the dick. Why does he keep punching me in the dick? Oh my God. Oh my God. All day. Yeah. No, it's not really that much anymore. I mean, Trials of the Hidden Leaf Village. Oh, dude, so Audrey's actually loving Naruto, by the way. So we're just now, like, we're on the Tsunade Surge arc, and by the way, we're sitting down watching this, and I would have to have Audrey here to tell you to prove that this actually happened, because you guys wouldn't believe it. Autumn said to Audrey, "You look like her, mommy." And she was talking about Tsunade. Mind you, my wife is very blonde with the same hairstyle and very busty. So, that's why I keep telling Audrey, I was like, "You have to cosplay as her one day." So it was nice. It was nice. It was nice to have that validation from my daughter. Shield's down. Yeah. And? Did you... Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's... I mean, those new Marvel shows are kind of a dime a dozen, but, you know. Yeah. Well, that's good. It's good to have that knowledge. Most people haven't. Yeah. Yeah. No, we have to knock her out first. That's a lot of lightning. Oh my gosh, she got me. My res is pretty safe from her right now. If you go to the left of, yeah. And then I'll put a barricade up to pick up blood. Shield's down. Alright, here come Thrall. shit. I can't see her enough. Oh my god, girl. Alright, shield's down. She is tanky. I've got mine. Oh, right beside you, Sam, beside you. Oh. Oh, that's... No. Done. Let me, as soon as your res is up, I'll come put barricade up. Dear God. 25 minutes, guys.